Nuke, can you pick an age for this child, please? This big fucking arrow as if you're not going to see this cup moving across the table. Not a haunted elevator. Guys, behold the finger. Or even fire. It could have been fire. Because it's broken. Get out and go down the stairs. Natural selection, just take them. What video called is just your thigh like that? Well, I mean, don't yuck somebody else's yum. Maybe we're all Tony. Maybe we are. Scary videos that'll make you pee a little. Nuke, I don't need the help. I've had 3 kids. One of my horses would literally shit themselves at a leaf. Is this the height of paranormal activity? He just takes the laptop. He's like, nah, I'm out. But your office is haunted. I don't know what to tell you. And then Nuke's going to say, did you see it? And I'm going to be like, no, I didn't. And then he's going to point it out and it's going to be something really fucking stupid. Oh, so this guy's having a trip. I'm sorry, but babies are just fucking creepy. Nuke, how many fucking watermarks do you need? Sounded like he was high on the vibes of the universe. Maybe he was. Maybe he was. Alright, I'm going to throw it back to you guys. Is there anything you would like to check out or would you like me to spin the wheel? I have been warned by Freddy that he does have 5k and he may or may not respin our wheel. Spin away, make Fredo spend. Whatever do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. Okay, we may respin. It depends what bullshit we get. Why does it always land on this side of the fucking wheel? No. Oh, you know what? Fine. We'll do Nuke. But it always lands on that side of the wheel and it doesn't matter how many times I shuffle it or how many times I fucking spin the bloody thing. Rigged. With Nuke, they're kind of short. I don't know if we need timestamps, but we need a random number generator. Between 1 and 50, go. 6. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scary videos or are you a big baby? That doesn't make sense, Nuke, but sure. Please timestamp the scary stuff if the video is long. Nothing important in the description. Never normally is with Nuke, to be honest. Let's just watch it. It's not that long. And they're short clips anyway.
Proud mom Savannah says that she often took her daughter to see her grandmother at the nursing home and that her little girl always loved those visits. Unfortunately, one quiet night, Savannah's elderly grandmother passed away peacefully in her sleep. The very next morning, just before sunrise, Savannah's daughter wakes up and wanders into her playroom. She sits there in the dark, all alone, playing and just talking to herself. But when Savannah listens closely to the security footage, it seems like her daughter might not have been alone.
Nuke, can you pick an age for this child, please? Because so far you're all over the place with it.
After all. The toddler seems to be speaking directly to her recently deceased grandmother.
Okay, but that's kind of cute. I take bills for this. Hi, James. I mean, regardless of whether there's like actually a ghost there, that's fucking adorable. Just passing through. That's fine, James. Okay, but the kid had to have heard that somewhere and she's just playing. Exactly. If she's found out that her grandma has died, she is processing that information through play. That's what children do. She's just being a child. It doesn't mean her grandma is actually there in the room as a ghost. You know that all the family members have been like, Grandma's in heaven now, she's an angel. Exactly, because that's how you explain it to a, what, 3-year-old maybe? Yeah, so she's just processing the information through play. Being a child. Cute as shit, but doesn't mean there's a fucking ghost there.
Even gently reminding Grandma that she's now with the angels on the other side.
Hi, Grandma. See? It's nighttime. We can sleep.
Let's be honest, we talk nonsense to ourselves when we think no one is watching. Exactly. It is pretty cute. It's adorable. It's sad, but it's also adorable.
You want to say so now? You want to pizza? Remember?
Savannah says that she can't explain what happened, but that watching the bittersweet video always brings tears to her eyes. She believes that her grandma came back to say one last goodbye to her beloved little granddaughter.
Hi, Grandma. See? You want to pizza? Remember?
The unseen observer, Rhett Anderson, who is an Air Force medic, says that strange things often happen at the military base's treatment facility where he works.
That ain't it.
One late night, Rhett is sending his wife a Snapchat message when he captures something that is pure nightmare fuel.
But yeah, there's that. Anyway, I just had to check the email real quick. I'll be home in a sec, but that would be crazy.
Did you see it? In the doorway across the hall, some strange dark shape seems to peer down from the top of the doorway. Something with 2 little widely spaced.
Oh, come on. Can we just take a moment for the pareidolia that happens when he is filming? How lucky, exactly. But, oh no, the weird shadow kind of looks a little bit, if you squint and tilt your head just right, like it has eyes.
Eyes. As it ducks out of sight, a strange sound can be heard. Now, there isn't supposed to be anyone else in the base medical facility, so Rhett goes to investigate. But he doesn't see anything. Rhett
Mwah, for his investigation skills. It was just a... No, nothing jumped out and bit me on the nose. It's gone. It is little left corner Lizzie peering in. Exactly. Oh my god, peak investigation. It can look a little small, like a little small Baltic fishing village if you squint. Exactly, if you squint just right and tilt your head a little bit, you can kind of see it.
says that his wife later pointed out the strange onlooker in his video, and when he saw it, it sent a chill.
Can we just take a second to watch how this phases out of it? It doesn't move, it slow fades. That's put in editing.
Pointed out the strange onlooker in his video, and when he saw it,
see? It's sort of... That was a fucking blur fade if I've ever seen one. Someone get this man a microscope and he can be a PI.
it sent a chill down his spine. Next stop, nowhere.
Also, at the beginning, there was this cup that just was not commented on. Oh my god, can we... Yeah, this big fucking arrow as if you're not going to see this cup moving across the table, right? It's on this overhang. It does not move past the overhang. How I think it's done, there's a magnet in the, like a really fucking strong one in the cup, and there's some guy down here, and it's just like, whoop, the magnet on the underside of the counter. Only fishing wire, Batman, or it could be fishing wire. But there is a lot of shit on this counter. But to be honest, it could. This is a mouse pad actually with something else on it, so the fishing wire could be around the bottom of the cup and going through the shit, so you can't see it as well. The moustache. Yeah, it's fishing wire or a magnet. If that is the height of intelligence, I want my job to be investigating now. It looks easier than I thought. But if that's the height of intelligence of the American army, whatever he was, then there's not much hope, is there?
nowhere. The property manager of a high-rise building in China steps into the elevator for what should have been a routine ride. But out of nowhere, things take a terrifying turn.
Not a haunted elevator. There was a movie about that and everything. Did that guy in the ad just describe the powers of the Green Lantern? I don't know, Ben. I don't know anything about the Green Lantern. You'll have to tell me. My facial hair goes ginger, so I can't risk facial hair. Oh, there is nothing wrong with ginger facial hair, James.
Turn.
Oh no! Not something sketchy happening in a sketchy looking elevator. That's never happened before.
The elevator suddenly lets out a loud metallic bang and then slams to a violent emergency stop. The property manager is a bit shaken, but luckily he's unharmed. However, there was something more going on here. Did you see it?
No.
In the reflection of the elevator doors, something strange appears.
Oh, yes, I saw that. And what?
In the reflection of the elevator doors, something strange appears, like a pale hand or maybe a long white finger.
A hand or a long light finger.
Something strange appears.
It looks like fucking flickering. That is not a finger. A long light finger, yeah. Guys, behold the finger. It's a goddamn E.T. spider finger. I hate it when my fingers flicker in and out of reality like that. So annoying to type. It's E.T. Theoretically, if the elevator is crashing or something, then couldn't it have been like, I don't know, some elevator electrical thing happening, like reflection or whatever? Like the whole door's fucking bounced basically out of the frame, and like this guy, he's just like zero shits. Even after it like emergency stop crashes, whatever, he's just like just zero shit.
Like a pale hand or maybe a long white finger reaching towards the man's shoulder. Others say it looks...
It was also not reaching towards his shoulder. It was reaching over here, if it was reaching anywhere. His shoulder's over here.
more like a ghostly mist creeping through the small gap in the elevator doors. But either way, let me know what you think.
Low resolution imagery being vague. Exactly. It's also like it happened after the elevator crashed. So couldn't it have been like elevator electronical shit? Or even fire? It could have been fire. I'm not saying it was, but my expert and wearing headphones, it's great. Fucking ghostly finger. Nuke's great for this shit. Because something ghostly would totally need to go through a crack. It just couldn't go through the walls or something.
Next up, 3 friends are on a summer trip to Spain, staying in a large high-rise hotel. One night they hop on the elevator to head down to the lobby, but that's when things start to go very wrong.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
Fast.
So the elevator broke down, because elevators never break down. Unheard of.
Forward to 45 minutes later, and the guys are still stuck in the elevator as the lights flicker and the temperature begins to rise from the summer heat.
alright, so the power is out. The backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator has been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking alive.
Now, luckily, the hotel does have a backup generator, but unluckily, the generator seems to be malfunctioning. And here is where things start to get a bit weird, because for some unknown reason, the elevator takes them to the hotel's 16th floor, which is currently abandoned and under construction.
Oh, no, look, it worked. What is... Alright, so it's been doing this for a minute.
Because it's broken. If that floor had just so happened to have been an active floor with nothing on it, or just like a normal hotel floor, it wouldn't have been creepy. It's just because this particular floor is under construction that it's creepy. Just elevators break. Technology just weird shit. It doesn't mean there's fucking ghosts involved all the time, or demons, or whatever the fuck else. Like what Queenie is doing in this video. It's better than the last one. Our mascot's Trevor. Are we gonna swap it for the Queen? Can we do that? Is it ethical to do that? I don't know if it's ethical to do that.
And there's nothing out there. Hey, no, that did something. That did something.
No. Dude, I don't know.
I have a concept for these guys right now, and it's gonna be a wild concept because they look a bit dim, to be honest. I may be stereotyping, but you know. Get out and go down the stairs. Don't just stand in the broken fucking elevator. Peppermint hot chocolate with some peppermint rum. Ooh. I'm coming over and we can have adult hot chocolates together.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there? What the?
It sounds like what British people would call a virtual sesh. Yes, we're going back to the COVID days.
The door
I would never be feral in front of the Queen. That is fair.
shut again, trapping them inside. But a little bit later, and finally there's a silver lining, as the elevator power seems to come back on.
We're moving.
Fine.
Thank you.
This is
Stop.
No way. No.
That's the same one as before.
No way.
I'm betting level 16 is the top floor. Can I see the buttons? Not really. 1, 2. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's more button. Wait. That'd be ground or basement. Actually, no, it's probably American. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, it's definitely got 16 floors. I only count in 15 buttons. Maybe one of the other ones is like the first floor. I might be feral in front of the Queen because American and stuff. That is fair. But yeah, I can count 15 buttons here. It's on the 16th floor, so I'm guessing 16 is the top floor. And then this button starts at 2 and then it goes up to 16 up here. This might be 1. Actually, I can't really see because it's dark. But yeah, if it's on the top fucking floor, get the fuck out. Don't be like, oh, it keeps going to the 16th floor and doing this. And then going back down again. Just get out of the fucking lift, find the stairs and walk down. There's probably only 15, but because of no floor 13, that's a fair point actually. Which is also ridiculous, but whatever. Yeah. What is this fucking wounded bird syndrome that so many people have? Where it's like, oh, I just can't help myself. I can't save myself. I'm locked behind this gate, but there's no fucking fence. Or it's like that picture of the cage where all the bars are like really close together. And the guy is like, oh, I'm locked in a cage. But there's like no bars on the rest of the cage. Or he could very easily walk out of them. It's this fucking mentality. Maybe if they didn't realise that they had pressed 16 because their fingers flicked out of reality. Yeah, it's ET fingers, ghost fingers, yes. Just say, I get it's spooky and derelict and whatever, but why are you laying on the floor, suffocating or like cooking or whatever because the fucking aircon isn't working in the lift when you could get out with your phones, which you're recording on, use your fucking flashlight on your phone and go find the stairs. Probably accidentally hurting yourself on possible building, whatever they're doing on that floor, is better than plummeting 16 floors to your death. Men! Well, they're not even fucking men, really, are they? Boys.
No. Dude, I don't know.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there? What the?
The doors shut again, trapping them inside. But a little bit later, and finally there's a silver...
Yeah, watch this.
Wait. This is the stop. No way. No.
That's the same one as before.
No way.
All right.
The power comes back on and the elevator starts to move, but inexplicably it somehow just ends up back on the creepy abandoned 16th floor.
Because I bet the elevator defaults to the top floor when it's broken so that it's closer to all the maintenance bullshit so maintenance can fix it. I don't know a lot about elevators, but I'm pretty sure when ours was broken, it was on our floor.
At this point, the friends debate just stepping out and trying to find the stairs. But with the floor completely blacked out and under construction, they decide it's safer to just stay put.
How is it safer to stay put? You have torches on your phones. Yes, plummeting 16 floors because the lift malfunctioning is totally safer than stumbling around in the dark with a torch finding the stairs. And the stairs are typically always near the fucking lift anyway. Natural selection, just take them, give them a Darwin.
You gotta pee.
Look like a rapper. Go. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. Go on like so. I gotta pee. I'm like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing anyone did.
Now, shortly after this clip, power was fully restored and the guys finally made it down to the hotel lobby. They upload videos of their harrowing adventure on the elevator, but their viewers spot
Harrowing adventure.
something truly chilling. Again, did you see it?
No.
As the guys are goofing around while stuck on the creepy 16th floor, something black seems to appear behind them and rise.
Not a shadow. Unheard of.
The creepy 16th floor, something black seems to appear behind them and rise
So harrowing they decided to sing about urination. Exactly.
up from the floor. So just why did the elevator keep dragging them back to that closed off 16th floor? And why was it shut down in the first place? But most importantly, what is this? Let me know what you think. If you see
The elevator has a boner. Bro is discovering primary school science. Well, they do have the American education system debuff. So, you know, it's not fully their fault.
something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukes.
It's so you know when like you've been framed. Yeah, you've been framed as a thing on TV. You should email him and tell him what we all said in this video. I don't think he'll care, Ben. Let's email him. I want to know if he'll hire me to investigate stuff. I kind of want to make like a scary video, like a bunch of us just like make a scary video and then like send it to him just to see if it ends up in the top 5. That'd be cool. No idea how we do it, but like it'd be cool.
Top 5 Official, and be sure to tag me only at Nuke's Top 5 Official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. A bolt from the blue. Now, I usually don't post many UFO videos on this
You do? But sure, okay.
channel, but there's something a bit different about this one. Something a little weird and possibly scary. So,
Can I be the person who stands in the door for 0.3 seconds to investigate an anomaly? Yes, you can. Go stumble around in some ruin late at night. That's all you gotta do. That is true. I don't have a local ruin though, so I need like an at-home project.
on August 5th, Andrew Clifton was walking his dog Dash in the Malvern Hills of Western England. He was shooting some slow-motion video clips of his dog to post to Facebook. When Andrew checked his footage back, he found something that left him speechless.
Keep puppy. What? Oh, come on.
Did you see it? As Andrew films himself throwing a frisbee to his dog Dash, some unknown long cylindrical object seems to fly just over his head at a very fast speed. And so this is when things get a
Is it just me? Hang on. It looked more cartoonish.
It's when things get a little scary, because cynics and debunkers claim that.
I bet cynics and debunkers claim nothing.
And so this is when things get a little scary, because cynics and debunkers.
Close enough. Oh, we can rig your house up so that the cabinets pop open and fling shit around. You can simply fake a ghost video with Umbra, the moving shadow. To be fair, I could. To be fair, the amount of times she like jump scares the crap out of me, or like I'll be laying on my bed by myself and then I'll just like flop my hand out and there's a fucking cat there and I had no idea. Or the amount of times I have to text Freddie because I'm tired and she's laying on his side of the bed. I'm just like, Umbra's last known location was your side of the bed, or Umbra's on your side of the bed, and so I'll just text that before I go to sleep, just so he doesn't come in, not think about it, and just sit down on Umbra. Not that I think that that would happen, like I'm pretty sure he would always check, you know, having a black cat that likes to lurk in shadows, but I get paranoid. Yeah, or it's like, I have no idea where Umbra is, and I just stick my hand in a box. I'm just like, oh, there's a cat in there. Okay. Where is she? Bumble? Umbra! Yeah, there you are. I thought you were there. She's in her basket. Umbra is such a cool name for a cat. It means shadow, or it's like a, I don't actually remember exactly what it means. The fully faded inner region of a shadow cast by an opaque object, especially the area on the Earth or Moon experiencing the total phase of an eclipse. So yeah, it's part of a shadow, which is why I named her that. Because I wanted like matching names for them. And so we were trying to like come up with sort of like black and white names. So I suggested Umbra, and then Freddie was like, yes. And he was like, Akari, which I think is light in Japanese. Yeah, light or brightness. I know this is the AI overview, but it's correct. So yeah, they have little matching names like that.
Claim that this object is an arrow, possibly shot from a bow or crossbow. So this is either some strange UFO or someone randomly shot an.
It doesn't look like it's actually in the video to me. Like it's got weird glitchy shit around it. It looks like a firework or something. That's the fair point. Yeah, because it was fucking fast. The thing is, they slow down this footage so that you can see it moving really fast. But if it was moving that fast and the video was at normal speed, would you even be able to see that? That's my question. I think that's overlaid. I don't think that's actually in the video. I cannot get over the ooh. Dude, are you like flirting with your dog? Oh god. It's absolutely a firework or some other firearm situation. Okay, I believe you. I don't know enough about it. I don't even know what country we're in, to be honest. This looks very sort of like British country, but that doesn't mean anything.
Decide. The 4th floor. A young woman named Aria is staying at an old hotel in Virginia. One night around 10 p.m. she's walking back to her room when she notices a strange-looking man following her. She starts to record with her phone, pretending that she's on a video call to try to scare the guy away. But it doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
Totally get recording for your own safety, not knocking that in the slightest. I've done it. She's not pretending to be on a video call, Nuke. She's pretending to not be recording at all. Those are two very different things. What video call is just your thigh like that? Well, I think we probably all have video calls like that at one point. If it's not a video call, it might be a picture. Not to victim blame, but she's not shouting very loudly. If she actually wanted someone to help her, wouldn't you be like screaming at the top of your lungs? Or like banging on the doors as you go down? Was I the only one taught fucking like safety? That was so amateur dramatic. Oh my god. It's like, it's so quiet. It's like she's trying to be dramatic and get help, but she doesn't actually want to alert anybody, so she's being so quiet. B-movie horror acting.
Help! Someone help!
Aria says that she heard the man's footsteps behind her start to get faster, and she thought that he was chasing her. So she runs and starts screaming for help. But now this is when things start to get weird, because viewers begin to notice that if you look behind her, there's nobody there. Could you imagine if she actually shouted and people came out and she had to explain what she was doing? Exactly! Slow down the video at a couple. Oh no, I'm just recording for TikTok. I don't need help. Just ignore me. Almost impressive not to catch a single shot of the guy on screen. Exactly. Of key moments, no one can be seen chasing Aria. And so now, which means it's totally legit and there's a ghost. Hello, I just watched Nuke's Top 5 as well and wondered who's still up. Are you a fan of Nuke's Top 5? That's the question. Because we're taking the absolute piss out of it, I'm gonna be real. I love that shit show. As long as you know it's a shit show, it's great. Well, this is what we do on Saturdays, and also what I do over on my YouTube channel is debunk and take the absolute piss out of shit like this. Now we cut to a completely different TikTok account, one made by a guy named Tony who is a maintenance worker at the— I'm just amazed the Queen has been in so many ghost stories. Oh, I feel I'm always hiding in the comments because they scare me a little. That's fair. I think once you know how they're done, they're a lot less scary. But I know when I was younger, I was certainly scared of stuff like this. She's been busy considering she hasn't been dead for more than like a year. Rainbow, she died in 2022. That's 3 years ago. What timeline are you on? She did. Yeah, she did. I don't know, I'm old. Rainbow, did you get stuck in 2023? Also, is it ethical for me to make the Queen our mascot? I don't think I can make. Have you watched the newest video from Nuke from like an hour ago? We have not. She'd love it. I need a ghost Lizzie emote ASAP. You do? I do. The Queen would be all over that. She's a YouTube sensation. Why not try Twitch Lizzie emote? Oh, that's what I meant. I need you to get one. I really don't care. Do you guys want to stick with this Nuke video or go over to the new one? I can do a poll. We've got, I don't know, like just under 20 minutes left on this one, which isn't that long realistically, but if we're pausing it every couple of seconds to take the piss out of it, it might be a while. I at least want to see Tony encounter this. Who's Tony? We can fit this clip. Is this Tony? I wasn't paying attention to names, to be honest. Read the name badge. Oh, ow, I'm struggling with my straw right now. I was not reading name badges. To be fair, name badges aren't always everything. Fredo used to have a name badge at work that said Winston on it. His name's not Winston. Guys, I broke my straw. He called him Tony like 38 times. Look, it's been 5 seconds since then. I don't remember. This very same hotel. Tony sees Aria's video online, so he goes to check the hotel security footage. He finds this.
Y'all, so here's video of that girl that posted, and I'm gonna let y'all know now. It gets really weird.
This isn't what I think it is, right?
It's like she acting like she's running from something or hiding from something, but there's literally nobody else in the frame. Like she tweaking.
Yeah, it is weird.
And the elevator door is not even closing. Like she playing hide and seek or something.
In the video, we see Aria running down the hall and then...
Did I miss it? Probably. It's giving Elisa Lam, and she was a girl who was off her meds. She was on holiday by herself. She was off her meds. She had a mental health break. She was hallucinating, and she ended up in the water tank on the roof of the hotel, and she died. I mean, wouldn't you want to send someone for a welfare check? Exactly. Like, this girl is either acting for her B-rate Elisa Lam with some really creepy stuff. It was until you explain it, and then it's just tragic story, really. She's either acting for her B-rate horror movie or she is having some sort of episode. I don't think she's having some sort of episode because she was yelling like this and trying to be really quiet. So I think he's just seen her shitty acting on the security cameras.
Cowering in the elevator.
So how did she get into the tank? She climbed in. Those tanks are designed to not be climbed out of because nobody's supposed to be climbing into them. So she could very well have got in to hide because of whatever. That could have been a great idea in her psychotic break, in her brain at that time, you know, with the issues she was having. Because who's going to look for her in a water tank? But then she can't get out, and then she drowns. Or passes out and then drowns, or whatever happened first. That was really jolly jogging she did for someone who believes they're running for their life. Exactly. Really sad, yeah.
But again, no one can be seen chasing her. Strangely, the elevator doors just won't close.
Because I'm pretty sure she didn't push a button.
So Aria runs out. Tony says that the front desk clerk said that Aria did eventually make it downstairs. She left in an Uber without a word.
No, the doors were closing. She pushed a button, they opened again. She pushed the open door button. Okay.
So now, Tony is curious as to just what might have happened to make Aria run away. He finds the girl's room number and goes up with a co-worker. What they find is truly disturbing.
It's gone from 311 to 310, but okay.
It's like all this stuff.
Cool. So, 0 out of 10 as a hotel guest.
It just left here. It's crazy. No, this is ridiculous. What the heck is this doing in here?
Yo, hold on, y'all. Why the f is this in here? Hold this. Yo, y'all. This is crazy.
All of Aria's luggage is still...
I mean, don't yuck somebody else's yum. I have too wanted to run away from cleaning many times. Same. But they obviously haven't checked out. I think they were recording some sort of horror thing for TikTok or whatever. They obviously posted it. They haven't checked out the hotel yet. They've left it in a state because they didn't expect anybody to go in there. And they're coming back. They've probably just gone out for the day.
In the room. Even stranger, the room looks like it has been ransacked with things strewn all over the floor. Weirdest of all, Tony finds something commonly called an underdoor tool. This device is often used by criminals to break into hotel rooms with a latched door. So now Tony thinks that someone might have been in Aria's room.
If you have broken into somebody's room with an underdoor tool, why would you just leave it in the bathroom? Why wouldn't you just take it with you? If you have left, you would take it with you. That is evident. If they've got an under the door tool, it's probably more likely that they are going to rob someone or break into somebody's room. Or they wanted to use it as a prop for their B-rate horror movie.
And maybe there actually was someone chasing her. He goes back and takes a closer look at the hotel security footage. What he finds chills him to his core.
All right, y'all. So I went back and was looking at the video of that girl from the other day, right? Because I'm thinking maybe somebody must be following her. Just keep watching the screen right here, man. I saw something that just... That's just the housekeeper down there. Right there. Right there.
Okay.
That's just the housekeeper down there. Right there.
Is there any chance he's in on it? It looks like the shadow of someone running / moving quickly. It's either a reflection from one of the light sources. Tony would never, but yeah, of course he is. Yeah, or it's overlaid or edited.
That's just the housekeeper down there. Right there.
Is it like ducks under the camera? In what world would they open a hotel guest room? No reason to believe someone is in danger. Yeah, that is very true. They don't do that. Maybe didn't he confront them after the elevator situation and they roped him in? I mean, maybe they could have done. Or they were straight in there, clearly involved. Yeah. Or he's not actually maintenance. Yeah, he might not even work there. He might be the guy that was chasing her. There's also no proof that this is a hotel security camera. This is some dude's fucking laptop, and they could have placed a static cam up there and posed it as a security camera. I could buy a Tony name badge on Amazon right now, and maybe I will. Maybe you should. Maybe you should be Tony now. Your alter ego, Tony.
Right there.
I don't know what that was.
This is crazy. And y'all think that's crazy? Keep watching like right by that door right there, by that table. Keep watching right over by there.
Okay.
My hand is shaking. Right there.
What is that?
Oh, come on. Maybe we're all Tony. Maybe we are.
My hand is shaking. Right there.
What is that?
That was thrown from this corridor. Was thrown.
What the heck? Bro, that's a rock from that table right there. Those are stones and those in bowls right there.
Yes, but it came from this direction. Somebody is standing here and threw it there. They took it from there. Maybe Tony was the friends we've made along the way. I mean, he's a ride or die friend. He's not going to rat you out, you know? He's just like, yes, and goes along with the plan.
That table, and that one of them stones just fell on the floor.
It didn't fall.
And there's no way that should happen because there's no wind in there.
Did you get the exact picture? That's what Rainbow sent me on Discord. I had some fun on Canva. I can tell. We need like a little cartoon ghost with a crown. We need like a little cute animated queen, like a little Lizzie. But yes, no mo, I will figure something out. We need a redeem where she pops up in the corner. Oh my god, I was gonna make Trevor like our bot, but is it now gonna be Lizzie? Are you go? Maybe I should make. I would go for it if you want to. I never expect anything for free, but like if you guys want to make shit for the channel, go for it.
Wind ain't even gonna do that though. This is, yo, this.
Wind in that internal corridor. Sure. Okay, Tony. Okay.
This is crazy, yo.
Just a few minutes after we see Arya running down the hall, we can see a strange unexplained shadow that seems to speed off down the hallway in the same direction. Shortly afterwards, a stone from a nearby decorative bowl mysteriously launches off the table and lands in the hallway floor. Now, Tony says that he doesn't know exactly what happened here. He says that he has never experienced anything like this while working at the old hotel, but he has heard strange unexplained sounds from time to time.
Keep in mind, there's no construction going on. Nothing.
So was some real person with bad intentions chasing Arya? Was this something supernatural? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. Unleashed.
Okay. I think we decided it was a hoax. Yes, we did. So, Nuke's most recent. Scary videos that'll make you pee a little. Nuke, I don't need the help. I've had 3 kids.
Built in 1917, the Santa Maria
you?
Inn is one of California's oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels.
Can I?
Guests
Hello? Fucking
and staff
hell.
have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own, unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the hall.
That all you've got to do is sneeze. Exactly. Yes, we're going to the new video. That it wouldn't let me pause for 17 seconds. Not even an elaborate of a hoax, to be honest. It's pretty basic. That's Nuke for you. He has also been known to take videos. So like if you go and find some of the original clips, he's taken videos. Why is your bot so hilarious? I just programmed it to every time somebody says hello, hi, or hey, it'll just welcome people to the chat, because most likely the first thing they're going to say is hello. Love that I'm going to randomly be able to be welcomed. Yeah, it's just anytime somebody will be lonely again. Oh, well, that's the point of my channel. So anytime anybody says hi, hey, or hello, it'll trigger the welcome message.
Built in 1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's.
Imagine when you're not live, you just see me coming into your chat like, hello? I don't think it'll work then. It's supposed to, it should have picked that up because it's supposed to scan like whole messages for the word, but it did not pick that up. And it won't work when I'm not here because it's Firebot and Firebot has to be active.
Oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own, unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the halls, and doors opening and closing for
even your box being like you're being needy. Aw, poor Annalie. Starting to ghost me. Sent you the little Lizzie. Look. Cute. Look at little Lizzie. Oh my god, can't see. There. Look at her. It's adorable. Thank you so much. I'm gonna add her later.
no reason. So, Martha and her husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
Oh no, a dog acting strange in an unfamiliar place. What a concept.
He was looking at them. Look, he's looking at them. He's looking at the bench.
That's because Collie's in neurotic as fuck.
He's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting there. He doesn't want to go by it. It's alright, come on. Come on.
Oh look, and now he's fine. Well, he looks a bit scared, but now he's fine. People are unhinged. If my dog growled at a bench, I'd be pissing myself laughing. Exactly, like, he's a dog. He's in a new place. Lots of unfamiliar people, lots of unfamiliar smells. Maybe he just hit a smell he didn't particularly like. He's a dog doing dog things.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
The dog Oreo freaks out and wants nothing to do with the bench in the hotel's hallway. He jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video.
Oh, of course
because
not.
it's what they hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl.
What the f*** what did he say?
On playback, as Oreo is running away from the bench, a chilling disembodied voice whispers, "Come back, come back."
It's alright, come on.
That we magically just didn't hear the first time. My dog is afraid of air vents. Dogs are just weird. My uncle's dog is scared of the wind. So it's a little concerning their dog is cowering like that from being on lead. But not because a ghost. Probably just trained though. Yeah. But also, this come back was not on the original track. So you're really expecting me to believe it was there in the first place and wasn't manipulated or added in some way. My dog is scared of elevators. Imagine the haunted videos I could make. Give me something to debunk. Yeah, so you start a haunted ghost channel, I'll debunk you, and we can make money off of each other. Be fine. Oh my god, please do.
Now, Martha originally recorded this video of the dog's strange reaction over 5 years ago, but she says she only recently realized that she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out.
I'll debunk you. It's like the new flirting. It's fine.
For their dog.
My dog barks at the basement stairs, so clearly my basement is haunted. It is very haunted. You've got like an Ouija board down there, haven't you? Is that on your wall, or is that not on your wall? You've got other things on your wall, so it looks haunted. Definitely be haunted. I used to be around horses. Imagine how many ghost videos I could have made. One of my horses would literally shit themselves at a leaf. Oh, bless them. Animals are just really stupid. Like, they're both really intelligent and really fucking stupid. I mean, my cats... No spirit board in my basement. Okay. I know you've got, like, other things on the walls. I wasn't sure if an Ouija board was one of them. Like, Kari was scared of her bird toy for over a year. She played with it last night. It's one of the first times she's played with it. But she plays with it in a way like she baps it so it starts flapping. She runs away, stares at it, waits for it to stop flapping, goes back up to it, baps it again, it starts flapping and repeat. And that's how she plays with it. Yeah, and she Rainbow knows. Like, Rainbow and Brain came in the door and the cats were like, shit, hide! But that's how they are with everything. This is the same horse that when a car came screaming up behind her, just calmly stepped on the pavement. She was a human. But a leaf is scary. A leaf is very scary. Haunted leaves are scary. Remember when that bird thing went off and you called your cat something? I called my cat a pansy. That's what I called her. She is. They both are. They are literally scared of their own shadows. Like the amount of haunted ghost videos I could make because of my cats. It's insane. But she's being really cute and asleep right now. I have to take a picture. No. How did you know? Go back to sleep. The second I picked my camera up, she started side-eyeing me. Go back to sleep. Close your eyes. Everything's fine. I got you. I got you. I got it. Yeah, I got the picture. I have no fucking clue how you knew I was going to take a picture of you. But I got it. That's not me. Look at her. Oh, skittish little babies. They are. That's true, but the way you said it was hilarious. You've made the bird go off and now you're scared fucking pansy. Exactly, Ben. My horse used to fall asleep walking and about threw me off when the reflection on Airstream trailer woke him up. Oh, bless him. Oh my god. Oh, baby. Yeah, she's baby. But it's just like, I don't know. Even if I don't say anything, the second my camera goes up to take a picture of her, she knows. And she's like, nah. And just moves. But like the second I tried to take the picture, she woke up and just stared at me. She was not having any of it. I had to wait for her to go back to sleep or move. A lot of the time she just moves and then I've lost the shot. And she is very cute. I also used to ride a horse that would randomly trip over his own feet. I was doing a dressage test once and did the whole thing without incident. And then the final move was literally trot in a straight line and he completely hit the deck and I nearly came flying off. Oh, bless him. Then he just got back onto his feet and stood there looking blank. He was tripped by a ghost. That's the only explanation. Ghost leaves.
Unseen attack.
A new attraction in town is sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum is now open down on West Boundaries. Yikes!
The Savannah Paranormal Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the city's long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls from around the world. And many believe these very items have actually led to the building itself being haunted. But lately, activity at the museum...
Is this the height of paranormal activity? Oh no, a closing door, holy shit. Exactly. Like, doors move. Sometimes they're on auto close. Sometimes they're positioned at just the wrong angle so they swing. Like, my bedroom door opens itself. It is physically impossible. I don't know. It's probably because of the weight on the back of the door, thinking about it, because I have like a clothes horse thing that goes on the back of the door so I can dry my clothes. So it's probably the weight on the back of the door. But it is physically impossible to not have that door just sort of go the second you try and close it. Oh yeah, my office door closes itself. Exactly. But your office is haunted. I don't know what to tell you. My bedroom's haunted, your office is haunted. Curry, if you start fucking about with that bird, I swear to God. Yes, your sister's fine. She's not in your favourite basket. That's it. Good girl. Our wardrobe door slides open and closes because the house we live in is crooked. I'm sorry, but if the worst this ghost is going to do is open a door or close a door or drop a picture onto the floor, I can live with that. I don't care. It's not a threat to me. Just shouting back at the ghost, were you raised in a barn? It's a funny story. I was on call with one of my old friends, and because we were on voice call a lot, they would overhear some of the shit that would happen. It's happened here a little bit, not as much. Some of the shit that happened in my old house, and they would be like, I don't know how you live there. And I'm just like, it's normal. what am I meant to do? It's not like I can fucking move. Well, I did move eventually, but like, it's not like I can fucking move. What am I supposed to do about it? But it was just like really loud bangs and, well, there was other shit going on, but mainly towards men and not me. I don't know what that one was about. I will say I had a picture fly off the wall on Halloween. When they throw a picture, it's probably a bad picture, so it's doing a favour. Exactly. It's helping you decorate. There was one that happened here, and I was just sitting here on voice call. It was like, I'd just woken up, so I was sitting here like, yeah, morning, whatever. And then, I can't remember what it was, but something happened, and it made me jump, and I was like, okay, I'm awake now. And they were like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I don't fucking know. I wouldn't have been bothered, but it barely missed my face. Ooh, yeah, you don't want it to hit you. But then I just went right back to what I was saying. Or I think I've sassed shit before. Like, I've whether it's there, not there, whatever. I don't give a fuck, really. I've also found out seeing like shadow people out the corner of your eye can be a trauma response. It can be a visual hallucination, which is really interesting because the week before I left my ex-husband, a very bad abusive man, I was seeing a shadow man every second I was awake. The corner of the room, when I moved rooms, he just was in the new corner. I used to see stuff like that when I was a kid. Well, that makes sense. I saw a lot of shadow people at the height of PTSD. Yeah, it's a way, from what I've read, because I get deep into like the whole PTSD, vagus nerve, fight and flight, all of that shit, because I have quite severe trauma disorder. So I want to learn all this shit so I can help myself and also like get a good understanding of like the brain mechanics at play. Because once you understand something, it gets significantly less scary. Also, just generic movement in the corner of my vision. Vigilance can do that. Oh yeah, I see shit out the corner of my eye all the time. If it's out the corner of my eye, don't trust it, dismiss it, whatever. Sometimes it makes me jump though. Like bathrooms just generally. I'm comfortable sharing this trigger on the internet because like, what are you going to do? Throw a bathroom at me, you know? I am very, very triggered by bathrooms because of something that I've been through. Several things that I've been through, not the point, but I can't shut, unless I have like guests that I don't want the bathroom door open, I will shut it for that reason. But like if it's just me and Freddie here, that bathroom door does not shut. I can't handle the bathroom door being shut. It used to be any door. Now it's just the bathroom door, so I'm making progress. Moving helped with that. And what are you going to do? Throw a bathroom at me? It's such a survivor human thing to say. But it's true. People are always like, don't share your triggers on the internet. And I get it. If it's like, if I was scared of like pictures of bathrooms, yeah, sure, I won't share it. But the trigger is specifically being in a bathroom. So like, what are you going to do with that? The only thing I get is an uneasy feeling after watching paranormal stuff, like someone standing pretty close to me. Thankfully never seen anything like figures and stuff. Well, that fear of like having that uneasy feeling is your nervous system. Your nervous system going, I don't understand this. I can't explain this. This is weird. I don't like it. I'm being watched because I don't know what to do with this information. It's a very normal. It's vigilance. You go on high alert because you're presented with a simulated threat. One of your haters just putting a voodoo doll of you in a bathroom and leaving it there. Well, I deal with constant anxiety anyway, so what's a bit more? Yeah, it's basically just your nervous system kicking in fight and flight because it doesn't know what to do with the information that it's trying to process because it can't explain it. The human brain needs closed systems. Like, when you're doing a task, it's why we get so overwhelmed when we've got multiple things going on at once. Typically, if you've got ADHD or like another spicy thing going on in your brain, sometimes it's a little bit different. But typically it is, and people have different levels of needing closed loops. Some people are like, oh, that show was left on a cliffhanger. Cool, don't care, whatever. Other people are like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? And they need the closed loop. And then it gets cancelled. And that's a whole other thing. But yeah, so basically it's why all YouTube videos at the moment as well are like questions or you'll never believe what this happened because it's opened a loop and now you have to know. So you click the video, you watch the video, it was probably clickbait and you don't get your answer and then you get pissed off and you move on. But humans need cycles. They need to be able to close the loop. And so when you're watching paranormal content, that is spooky or scary or you don't know the answer to, you cannot close that loop. So your nervous system kicks in of like, I can't close this loop, I don't know what's going on, I'm in danger, because our nervous systems are dramatic bitches. I wish I could send you the German ghost hunters I've been watching since 10 years, but they always leave me in this state after their investigations. I mean, I don't speak German, but send it to me anyway. I will have a look. Sometimes they auto-translate on YouTube, but even if it doesn't auto-translate, I can look at what they are physically doing. The fucking TikTok that says see part 2. Fuck off, these make me so mad. Oh, I hate the part 2s. It's not needing closure a PTSD thing, because I really relate to that. I'm very comfortable with the unknown. It can be that because you have not had closure for so long, your nervous system is just like, well, we're not going to get it anyway, what the fuck matters? You don't get invested in anything. Well, I'm not saying you don't, but you could very much struggle the opposite way with getting invested in things, caring about things. Because especially if you've had like a habit of like everything you love being taken away from you, or things that you cared about being destroyed or taken away or whatever, maybe you've gone the other way and it is like, oh, nothing fucking matters. You can take everything away from me because whatever. Even Nuke's Top 5 had them in their list once, but I send you. Nowadays they only put up the episodes on Amazon because of the production cost is heavy, but they have a lot of seasons on YouTube. Interesting. But yeah, I definitely take a look. I will say, if anything involves technology, it's walkie-talkies. Especially on a TV show, it is walkie-talkies. Maybe I wouldn't be able to be the investigation person at the door for like 0.3 seconds after. It'll be like, ghost? Meh, don't want to know. Well, that's basically what the guy did. You're perfect for it. But yeah, basically the uneasy feeling is your nervous system being like, I don't know what to do with this information. But then it kicks in fight and flight, and then you feel a bit awkward and uneasy and like you're being watched because you can't close that loop. And then your nervous system is like, I don't know what to do, we're being hunted, we're gonna die. Because our nervous systems because humans evolve very slowly, or evolution happens very, very slowly. Our nervous systems are living in the modern world, but they are primed for fucking foraging, hunting and gathering. So they're like, oh my god, we're gonna be eaten by a bear. And it's like, no dude, I'm just trying to make a phone call, we're fine. Are you good? We get into heavy topics sometimes. I know you're interested in them, but I just want to make sure that you're okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for checking though. I really appreciate it. I'm generally quite good with heavy topics unless they're on very, very specific subjects. CSA is one that I really, really struggle with. Dissociation just went, whew. Yeah, CSA is one that I really, really struggle with. But other than that, I think I'm more or less all right. Okay, it depends on the day. But yeah, typically I'm okay. Her is indeed wise. Unfortunately, being wise comes from life experience, and I nearly said Twitter. That's not what I meant. I don't even think I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. What did I mean? Because it wasn't that. Dissociation into the chat. Every 5 fucking minutes with me. That's why I'm just like, all the time. Trauma. Yeah, probably trauma. Thank you guys. I'm just gonna have a drink and carry on with this before I drop myself in it again.
Museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive. One morning, the museum's podcast producer, JT Timmons, is working at the front desk when something happens that terrifies him.
Everyone quick, grab your special drink. Yes, grab your special drink. It's really annoying me that this is hung upside down. Did someone say dragons? The advert said dragons. I don't know what the advert was for. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, what? Can we all agree that was really bad acting? That was terrible. Why is the museum sign upside down? Is this man on the ceiling? Oh no. Arrow! My Moonwood Mill tour. The fucking Plague of the Arrows. Because, For Rent just deleted itself from my game for no reason. He just takes the laptop. He's like, nah, I'm out. Also, why was he working on that side of the desk? If he was working the front desk, shouldn't he be standing over here? I mean, that kind of thing would be good for business, but it's quite the coincidence that it was caught on camera. Exactly, that's why I don't trust promotional material. Like, is there an octopus behind the desk? I don't know what this is. What is happening? I don't know. But it's like, I've heard enough stories from people that are hopefully, because I don't know, you never know for sure, hopefully trustworthy, about stories that have come out of 30 Years Drive. But I would kind of like to go to 30 Years Drive one day and have a look. But do I believe their promotional material out on their website or on their TikTok or whatever the fuck they've got? No, because it's a fucking business. They need to drum up interest. People don't have media literacy anymore. Or ever, really, but anymore.
First, JT hears a cough from somewhere nearby. And he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact, he's the only person in the building. Then something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs his laptop and just hurries out of the museum. Just a week later, and a group...
He didn't leave the museum, he just went to a different room. We're all on the ceiling. You've got an octopus on reception. Yeah, I don't think we need to invent one thing.
is conducting a paranormal investigation inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happens next is chilling.
What are you angry about? Steer away.
Dust! Yes, dusting actually scares me. Octopus Receptionist sounds like the title of an anime series. It really does. But yes, dust terrifies me. Oh, this gentleman was struck in the back by an entity. Of course he was. Or a cozy game. Or that. Yeah, could be either.
It's dude, this is crazy.
You alright?
One of the paranormal investigators is slammed in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Why dust though? Because I hate dusting. I will literally swap my entire chore list. No, I will take Freddy's entire chore list off of him if he will just do the dusting. It may take me significantly longer to get anything done, but I just fucking hate dusting. I would play Octopus Receptionist, a cozy game management sim. Like, you run it like a little hotel or something. New Subnautica DLC just dropped. Right, now we need to find somebody that can code. We need a game coder so that we can make Octopus Receptionist.
So did the Paranormal Museum capture 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for yourself.
I'm gonna judge that it's promotional material for the museum. What I'm gonna judge.
Invisible guest. A young woman named Sydney.
The worst kind of guest. Like, if we're being real. Like, how am I supposed to be a good host if I can't see you?
Is invited to be a bridesmaid at a family wedding. She's thrilled, especially when she finds out that the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast, because from the moment they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase, as if something there...
Oh no, not a dog being a dog. You can be an invisible guest as long as you aren't paying with invisible money. Yes. Yeah, if I have a ghost, they're paying rent. Or if you can move a chair across the room, you can move a mop. You can help with the chores.
Is really disturbing him.
We were just out walking my dog. And when we came in, we heard...
The wind is blowing the curtains. I bet the dog is scared of the wind. Yeah, don't mind my dog, she does this a lot.
Jesus Christ.
That's a cute curtain though, like with the swans on it. That's cute. Oh, the window is open.
unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash upward before it falls back around the dog's neck.
Great!
Some unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash upward before it falls back around the dog's neck. The clip alone is creepy enough, but if you listen closely, right before the leash seems to be yanked upward, you can hear what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that was them dropping it in reverse. My other thought, which is what I was staring at, was it on fishing line and then they've just yanked it, but it looked like it was reversed and like thrown a little bit, because it sort of goes like that and then goes down, which is either it coming up and then this way, which it wouldn't, it would just come diagonally. So it looks like it's thrown and it's been reversed.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
Okay, so this is the leash.
I mean, you're in an Airbnb. You're away from your actual home. When better to fake ghost videos? You know, you see if you like it, you see if there's any interest in that sort of thing, and then you can decide whether it's for you without having committed to your own house being haunted. Or you get popular for the ghost videos and then you go on to do something else, which is what you actually want to do, which is what a lot of people do.
If this moves, I'm literally going to run. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
I can't have been the only one that's had a dog or looked after a dog that is like, oh my god, my lead's been touched, that means I'm going for a walk. She's gone to her lead. She's not sensing shit. She's waiting to go on her walk.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but Sydney can't figure out what's going on. However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
That's the middle of the stairs if we're being pedantic, but sure, Nuke.
I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I think it's something that's underneath. The door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up.
As she looks around,
I can point at the stairs and my dog will take a few steps. The dog is uncertain about the stairs because they might be slippery. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of reasons. Or the dog might not be allowed upstairs. Like maybe...
And what they find is absolutely chilling.
Of course it is,
This
Nick.
is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there.
We're going to see a shadow, I can guarantee. Oh, if she had lost her phone. If she had lost her phone in that cupboard, I would have fucking laughed. Probably a basement. It could be. Oh my god, don't try and open locked doors in people's Airbnbs. Exactly.
Just maybe there's someone right behind the door. Oh my god.
Look. And then Nuke's going to say, did you see it? And I'm going to be like, no, I didn't. And then he's going to point it out and it's going to be something really fucking stupid.
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent the video to...
Maybe there seems
Really?
to...
The door didn't move, for sure. They've already been overlaying sounds, so...
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because There's a room under the stairs that we can't get into. It's locked, so I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week. So
now Sydney begins to wonder if they caught something paranormal when they had the bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to
Do you reckon they're trying to get a free Airbnb? Because like, especially if they're going to, why am I not in frame? Especially if they're going to the owner and being like, hey, is somebody else in here with us? Like, this is weird. Things are going on. Assuming they did go to the owner, you know, and they're not just lying, but they could be trying to get a free Airbnb. The landlord should have been like, why the fuck would you try to open a door that I obviously locked on purpose? Exactly. Anyone who films their dog's lead on the stairs, like, I don't think it will move, cannot be trusted to judge anything. Exactly.
record again. And this is where things take a terrifying turn.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Scary. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just rope your kid in. Why not?
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
Babe, no one's there. No one's home. You don't need to keep knocking. No, her phone fell down the fucking step. That's great. Yeah, you can see it starts to slope down. Well, obviously it starts to slope down. It's under the stairs, but you know what I mean. The fact that she already expects something to happen and is filming. Well, they said every time they've knocked off camera, this paranormal thing's happened, but then they can't get it on camera. Like, of course you're going to get some confirmation bias. Exactly. I love that she lost her phone in a locked room and now she has to go to the owner and be like, hey, can you come unlock this room so I can get my phone back? Yeah, it's a basement. Boo.
Suddenly, something yanks the phone right out of her hand. Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door. And then, weirdest of all, the phone seems to lift back up and point toward the door before...
Thanks, YouTube. Not that far. Jesus.
Sydney calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone. But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney...
Of course it does! Clearly tied something to her phone. Yeah, she probably did. Is the house a walkout? I don't fucking know. I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
notices some strange scratches on the bottom of the door.
It's just chipped fucking paint. It obviously hasn't been painted in a while.
Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and returned home.
Or the door was never locked and not the owner. Oh, and that's not the owner. And we're just all pretending. I mean, that is also very true. It could be like a walkout basement. Does that mean the basement goes outside? Like the basement door is technically like a back door. So someone could access it from the basement from outside separate from the locked door. Yeah, because that's another question. It's like, or like if it led to like a crawl space or something, I don't know. But They've got a kid with them. Could the kid not have been like hiding in the basement? Also, we could literally pretend any door in any house is locked, right? Yeah. I mean, if you get a set of keys, and if it is a walkout like Purple Rain said, yeah, some basements will have an exterior door. Yeah, if you've got a set of keys for the Airbnb and the basement is a walkout, then surely you would have the key for that door. Technically a fire exit. Imagine being this Airbnb's owner watching this, like, for fuck's sake, what is this woman doing in my basement? Exactly. Or you're just a kid fucking around. All that, yeah.
But just what did they encounter? Was it something supernatural? As always, you decide. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Top 5 merch.
Oh, yeah,
now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs. But we also have blankets, pillows.
Yes, because this is what you want on your merch. Like, there's no originality here. It's just this logo on repeat. It's not even a good logo. I'm sorry, Nuke, but it's not.
And long sleeves. We even get stockings and wrapping paper. Anyway, shipping is free and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, you know, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Hitcher.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
So this next audio clip
Oh, so this guy's having a trip?
Was actually sent to me months ago, and I ignored it. I figured it was another fake, over-the-top 911 creature encounter story. But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over, I finally decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911 call.
Oh lord, this guy ate some bath salts. Drugs are bad, kids.
The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
We have a bumbo.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And you saw a man?
I know Nuke said he corroborated this with a real 911 call, but this emergency dispatcher seems very checked out and also very like, this is my first day. I don't know what I'm doing. Very slow. Like normally these 911 calls are like more like boom, 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 boom. And the trouble because they've got very limited time to get a lot of information so that they can help people. Why is she taking 15 years to ask the questions?
Staying on the side of the road?
Our trailer park's just a US thing. Mostly. I don't know of any, like we have a lot of like caravan parks and stuff, but they're typically more commercial. They're like holidays spaces. Yeah, you're not allowed to live in them here. I did know somebody that lived in a caravan, but I don't know where it was. They were in the UK and they lived in a caravan. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know where it was. Yes, and VC's here. Now just her butt, but you know. You can live in your own private one on rented, on private land or moving around. Some trailers are not truly movable, not like a caravan. No, we get like a lot of static caravans. It's gonna give me American caravans, isn't it? Like these. These are like our typical caravans. So we'll have like holiday villages like this, where it's just like, these are like holiday parks. You can't live in them. Yeah, I know somebody, they rented one and they were waiting for it to be delivered. And then they lived in it. I'm assuming it was some sort of private land or something. I don't really know much much about it. I think if you own one, you can stay in them a maximum of 9 months. Yeah, which is stupid because something like that could solve our homelessness problem. If you just had like a couple of like large caravan parks dotted around the country and we use that for temporary accommodation. Yeah, very affordable. There are some permanent caravan parks, but those aren't as common. They're also really, really hard to research because when I was trying to leave the ex-husband, it is something that I tried to look into because I was like, realistically, that's, you know, they're very cheap. It's something that I could afford, especially with the little ones. But it was so hard to find out any information about them. A lot of low-cost housing in the trailer park situation. Yeah, and unfortunately it gets a bad name because like a lot of people doing drugs and things like that end up in them, but they're not a bad thing. Umbra, you know you're stabbing me, right? You're also very heavy, hurting my arm and purring like a trooper. So you can stay as long as you want to. He's like buried, her head is like in my neck. It's so buried under my chin.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed light for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified. It is a real 911 call. But obviously, that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the
Emergency caller who wishes to remain anonymous, being here on the left.
Is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says
The person on the left isn't Lizzie, I don't think. It's the thing in the bed of the truck, Lizzie, though. Bumble, are you okay? She looked at it and her ears just went, it went so flat. You're okay, baby. Because he is afraid he hit a person. Although I feel like she'd be decomposing more aesthetically. You know, that's a fair point. Lizzie does everything with style.
He slammed on the brakes and the thing flew over the cab, hit the road, got up, and ran into the woods. The YouTube channel Carolina Case File.
That doesn't sound plausible to me. Like, okay, I don't know a great deal about trucks, granted. But if it was in the bed of his truck, I don't know how it was in the bed of his truck, but it was in the bed of his truck. If he slammed on the brakes, surely it would just slam into the cab. How is it positioned so that when he brakes, it goes over and doesn't slam into? Oh, well then, if it ran, it was a chupacabra. I'm gonna be real, I've completely forgotten what a chupacabra is. Oh my god, copy and paste, please. But he said it was humanoid. The chupacabra doesn't look humanoid. I mean, it was dark. It was also that. Who knows? He also could have been high.
Files actually confirmed the report with Pender County Sheriff Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that evening, a call came into our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road, and it appeared to be bleeding. Now, he stated he was traveling 55 or 60 miles an hour, so I can see how traveling at that speed in the dark, it would be difficult to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard.
If that's what he saw, why didn't he stop? He was worried enough that he called the police, right? Why wouldn't you stop? Or he hit a human who was high as fuck. Yeah. Jesus, so one of them hit someone and then the other one drove past. Brilliant. Yeah, it also could have been that. And they've concocted this elaborate story so that they both report it and don't get in trouble for it. Or maybe they've hit someone and it being in the bed of the truck and then going over the front was how they explain the damage to the front of their truck because they hit someone. Yeah, because he was drunk driving and hit someone high as fuck walking along the road. Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape, without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Now, obviously there's no way to verify what the man saw, but keep in mind, he stayed on the line with 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making a false report or for being under the influence of anything. So what exactly happened out there? Sheriff
That doesn't mean anything. That could mean they didn't even test him.
Cutler says people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the Curry area near the battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
You can watch a full deep dive on this case over on the YouTube channel, Carolina Case Files. Pulled from a dream.
Yeah, local cops. It was after the fact, nothing we can do. Yeah, exactly. Did it even say if it was where it was exactly? North Carolina. Pender County, North Carolina. So probably in the fucking mountains. Just out of interesting. Just out of interest. Fuck's sake, interest. Cool. Yeah, that's great. Is it on the coast? I don't think it's... Pender is... Yeah, could be on the coast. It's sort of south. So it's like here. I think also that map is awful. Yeah, it's like here, I think. Okay, it doesn't line up with the missing 411 maps. I was just curious. The edge of NC is coastal. I've done a lot of missing 411 sort of like... I was going to say research. I have not. I have listened to a lot of the Law Lodge. A lot of the missing 411 cases are explainable. Some are not. I do think there are things in the woods that we don't know about. And that can be anything from cave systems, people living off the grid, the whole like cave people or tree people, the wild men that are meant to be in Appalachia. There are things in the woods, and I think especially this is a thing in America because you don't have the same sort of like wild camping laws that we have. Like here it's illegal to wild camp, you have to get the landowner's permission. I'm obsessed with the people who go diving and go missing, or go diving and find missing people in the water. Oh, that's so interesting. Is there a channel that covers that? I love the Law Lodge specifically because they do a lot of missing 411 and they're like, yeah, David Politis, who everybody treats as like the holy grail of missing 411, is full of shit. Because the Law Lodge actually take the time to do the fucking research. Yeah, there's whole sects of people who live off the grid in the mountains. Yeah, I know that there's like a whole thing of it in like Alaska, but I'm sure it's all over America because you don't have the same wild camping sort of laws that we have here. Yes, in Scotland you can wild camp. You can't in England. Or still in Wales, that's interesting. I think you should be able to in England as well though, to be honest. Like, as long as you live by like take nothing, leave nothing, you should be able to do it. But you also don't have anywhere near the degree of land to monitor. Like you should just be able to find like a cute area in the woods and just like stick a tent there. That shouldn't be illegal, but it is.
Nuke's top 5 viewer.
Wait, I was talking. Memory. Yeah, he could have been drunk, he could have been high, they may not have tested him. Maybe he wasn't, and he just hit somebody and lied. Maybe there was something coming out of the woods that was a bit creepy. I mean, we don't know. Maybe it was a wild man. I do think there are things that go bump in the night, but it's proving it. I don't think it's as common as people think think it is. Also, if he did just see like a person covered in blood, or if he did hit somebody, the shock of that could have tampered with his memory. It's on my list to do, but I want to do a video on the Rashomon effect, which is misremembering. It's the whole thing of your brain is not a reliable narrator. The USA is so vast and many states are bigger than the UK. Yes. So of course all kinds of stuff going on in the woods. Oh, I'm sure. I would not want to go wandering in the woods in America, if I'm honest. I mean, I barely want to do it here. I mean, I do like walking in the woods, but like small woods. Like if you go missing in America, you're fucked. There are common jokes about the people who live in the Appalachian Mountains. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's something I could do. But there are some very specific 411 cases that just don't make sense. And I do find that interesting.
Nikolai says that ever since they moved his young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera has been catching some very strange things at night. One evening as Hannah sleeps, the camera records.
I'm sorry, but babies are just fucking creepy, okay? Babies do the sketchy as fucking shit. I point blank refused to have a nursery camera. I had the heartbeat sensor under the mattress. That was a must. Other than that, no camera. Not doing it. Babies are fucking creepy. I've got a cam, but it does not record. Braver than me. I would not have a cam. I was having kids prior to the camera, thank God. I had my first 11 years ago. So I think the camera was just sort of starting to become a thing, and I was like, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. I remember when mine learned to click with her tongue. Oh no. It was just like when they just wake up and they just go. But it's in night vision, so it's just fucking creepy as shit. And I'm no. Reminded me of Hereditary so much. Oh my God.
Towards this.
Jeez. Let me jump. Oh, the body.
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something.
No, it doesn't. She had a startle reflex. She was probably having a bad dream. She was being a fucking baby. I'd go in to comfort her and she'd look at me and click. Oh, she just jumped herself awake. The poor little baby. Exactly. She just jumped awake. Also, why is there so much stuff in her cart? Can we not?
Pulled so hard that not only does the crib move, but it even shakes the camera several feet away. She wakes up screaming from the sudden jolt. Now, normally I would just dismiss a video like this as a child kicking in her sleep, but...
Oh God, not a cart. She was caught on camera in her cart. I know, like, it shook the cart. Like, all of that furniture is touching. If one thing shakes, it's all shaking. That's how physics works.
Again, this pull is so violent that it actually shakes part of the room, and her leg doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own. But is it supernatural?
Toddlers have an unholy fucking grip. Babies and toddlers are the strongest thing on the fucking planet. I swear. Yeah, the cot is against the wall too. Of course it's going to make a bang. Exactly. If he doesn't think a toddler can create that force, he's never met one. Have you tried to open a toddler's hand when they've got something they're not meant to have?
Natural? As always, you decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Dude, you've already said
You can
this.
also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. What waits in the shadows? A woman named Sarah cleans rental homes for a realtor whenever tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to because renters never seem to stay there for long, always breaking.
That always tells me that there's something wrong with the place. It's got mold, it's got roaches, the washer doesn't work. I don't know. There's something physically wrong with that apartment, house, whatever it is.
Their leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she's...
Or the owner's an absolute asshole. Yeah, it might just be a shithole. Kara doesn't say them. No, I don't, because I'm not from the north. Sorry.
Starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames. Ya es noche.
Show the cupboard.
Estoy sola.
Show the cupboard.
Chingados estoy. No hay nada. Me dio cosas a la pinche puerta. ¿Dónde está la luz?
What side?
Rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames.
Right. So not only did it take her 5 years to get over here, you can't see the door handle when the door's sort of closed anyway. So somebody else is there standing behind this door, pulls it, she goes and looks at the toilet and never looks the other side of the door. Not even a northern thing. It's the thing that happens with certain in certain American accents. Oh, I thought she was talking about the whole northern accent thing. Remember Pol and Pole was one of them. They're kind of similar anyway, but still.
Ya es noche.
She says them the same, not me.
Estoy sola.
Fair.
Chingados estoy. No hay nada. Me dio cosas a la pinche puerta. ¿Dónde está la luz acá? Chingada madre. Ahí está. Ok, ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara. Se está poniendo ahorita tenso. Ahorita les voy a enseñar qué es eso que se escucha. Hey, ¿andan acá?
I've only ever heard one person say pole to rhyme with doll. Yes, I remember the conversation.
No mames. Espérenme. Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta ya me está dando cosa. Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido. Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo ya. Ay, no.
And somebody was in the cupboard, pushed the door, now she backs away because she's too scared to look in the cupboard.
Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor.
What's on the floor? I don't know.
No.
Couldn't tell you. Don't see it.
Porque se está poniendo.
Can we see it on the way in?
Tengo que ir a apagar la luz.
Why the jump cut there? Why don't they want us to see whatever this is?
Porque se está poniendo. Creo que voy a regresar mañana. Ay, no.
Yeah, no, I don't know. They actively avoid whatever this pink thing is. You can't see what it is. It's not Lizzie, that's for sure.
Se está poniendo ya. Ay, no.
With pauses blurry, but I don't know. It's like a pole coming out of it.
Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor. Ya me voy a la chinga.
First, the door to the toilet opens on its own, but Sarah shrugs it off. Then a creepy voice can be heard mumbling something indistinct.
Entonces, el señor.
That sounds like a recording.
Dice que ya van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea.
Nuke, how many fucking watermarks do you need? Like, this is huge. And then you got this other one.
Escucha mucho ruido.
Did you see it?
No.
As Sarah goes to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark bedroom.
Sure, Nuke. Sure. I think you can half hear someone's feet shuffling sometimes. Yeah, I think there's another person. I'm having to look around Umbra right now to see the chat, by the way. I think the person who is with her pushing the doors, clearly. Yeah.
Seems to peek out at her and then duck back inside. But in the...
Or it's just a shadow, and as she moves, it goes out of frame.
Dark, even Sarah doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this isn't pareidolia or just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room.
But it was darker. Probably the shadow of the elbow of her accomplice. Exactly, but this room was darker earlier, so it wouldn't have showed up.
And there was nothing there. A few moments later, another door opens on its own, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just...
It's either... Oh, it's a very weird shape, isn't it? It's not humanoid. It's not a ghost. You can't see me. It's not a ghost. It's some kind of shadow, I think.
Won't stay in? Let me...
Because as she moves, it's like... It's literally a silhouette of the person she's with, but just like their elbow. Yeah, it's like that...
But did Sarah capture a haunted...
There is something there when the light is on. You can barely see it. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just a shadow though because of how she moves and it just stays where it is.
Haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me know what you think.
It doesn't duck back round the corner or whatever the fuck you said. But there's something there when the light is on. You can barely see it. The way she showed that allowed for someone to walk past her. Exactly.
Scary video.
And I felt like we literally heard it. I mean, maybe. It's so hard to hear over Nuke's ambiance.
She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, it's like creaking or something under the ambiance. It's like subtle creaking.
Scary videos. This is where all the videos go that are not necessarily scary, but are just weird. Or funny. Or neither. First up, yeah.
You're telling me you got rid of the cat video? Oh no, it was dog videos for Nick. Nuke, you got rid of the dog videos. Disappointed. You used to do dog videos.
One woman says that she was playing with a Ouija board early.
It was definitely just her bored and showing the house she cleans. No, is that a clown? I think that was a clown. She was just dicking around.
Here in the night. And then as she's recording herself in her car singing along to her favorite song, she sees a pair of glowing eyes right behind her.
I'm not crying! What am I? What am I looking at?
Okay, never mind. Those aren't glowing eyes. That's just a headrest. Moving on.
Oh, it was literally the headrest. Nuke has added, it's the middle headrest. That was enjoyable. My kind of jump scare. Nuke's added these funny, silly clips to prove that he's like debunking stuff and not everything's a ghost, because that's a lot. He gets called out for that a lot. Great example of pareidolia. It's Ben. And honestly, best part of the video. Yeah, he gets called out a lot for like skewing the narrative toward, even though he pretends not to be biased, he skews the narrative towards it always being a ghost. And that he doesn't debunk anything, that he adds effects, because he does add effects into some of these videos. Original owners of the videos or creators of the videos have reached out to debunkers and been like, hey, that was not in the original video and stuff like that. Yeah, so he's just added like these silly clips at the end to be like, no, I do vet my videos, you know, it's not everything's a ghost.
Now, if you're like me, you're loving the new series It, Welcome to Derry. And if so, you also might enjoy this.
No.
Oh my god, it is that. Oh my god!
No.
Stay away! No! Hey, Georgie.
No.
Oh, what? That's a nice boat.
And finally,
absolutely not. That kid's parents knew what they were doing. Oh, my arm always feels funny after that. Nah.
They say that sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to start recording before the green screen comes up. You're supposed to.
Who filter?
Look, I'm not scared of much, but fuck that clown. Oh, no, I don't like the removal of body parts. It's unnecessary. Is there anything that has, like, limbs being cut off? No, I'm good.
So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time.
Okay, and that was Nuke. I feel so much better after watching that. Yay. But yeah, we did some Nuke. We got Lizzie. We got a Lizzie emote. I miss Tony. But the question is, Annalie, would Tony drink wine with you? Is the question.